Get ready, you crazy sons of bitches, for the old Smoky Moonshine 250 right here on twitch.tv/horseboat. Again, I am Tom Torrey, aka the Horseboat, bringing you all the live action all season long right here on twitch.tv. Again, we got Trentwar in the booth tonight, some other special guests as we move along. We got about 5 minutes before we go live. Stay tuned for more action coming up. The points and all the shit you want to hear right here on twitch.tv. joking yet? Out there in viewer land, just joking. Part of a Family Guy skit from years ago, and that's going to date my ass. But anyways, a couple minutes to go before the start of the show. Grab a drink, a beverage, something to smoke, something to drink. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. We're in Tennessee for the old Smoky Moonshine 250 right here on Twitch.tv. All right, everyone, welcome to the show. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horse Boat, bringing you all the action again all season long here for the Gears Cup Series. Alongside with me, now 3 weeks in a row, I think it is, Andy Bisag, a.k.a. Trenoir, in the booth, back on the scene. Andy, how are you feeling, buddy?
Salutations, racing fans. I am feeling all right tonight, Tom, and happy to be here.
Same here, same here. Again, tonight, the Old Smoky Moonshine 250 is brought to you by and sponsored by Amon Gerbach. We'll get into that in just a moment. Let's bring you in the booth now. I tried the double visual thing last week. Really didn't work out for us as my SDK took the hit because of the bandwidth. But here we are, folks. Beer number one. Got that tall boy cracked. See how they taste here on a Monday night. We're high above the meandyourmom.com blimp cam as practice is just now concluding in a couple minutes. We'll get you the points and give you everything you need to know heading in to this one. But again, happy to have you along board, all the viewers out there. Ace Snyder already redeemed an HB drink time. Let's start it early. Here we go.
Did somebody just try to drive and ramp off the thing?
I believe so.
I saw it on the blimp cam. Somebody just tried to drive and ramp off the ramp next to the winner's circle.
That's awesome. I think you can pull into victory lane tonight, so hopefully we'll be able to do that from there. I'm very excited for that because, I don't know, Andy, if you were aware, but most victory lanes are now accessible in iRacing. So
yeah, I'm just wondering if anybody's going to be able to actually drive into that, Tom. I mean,
I don't know, man.
Look at that.
Man. Any viewer out there that's lurking, that's a driver, go ahead and try to pull in there so we can get some confirmation. But anyways, I digress. Back to road sodaing. Yeah, I did. I cracked it. Going into the points here tonight, 2025 Cup standings after race 4 of 25. Colby Hogan is still your leader. 69 points out is Van Drugman. Michael DeWalt is in third, about 73 points back. Skylar Comstock, 99. Gary Owen, 108. Joseph Stafford, Kyle Munson, Brandon Meyer, Min Hang, and Brad Gutierrez tied for 10th with Connor Rowe. And then cracking the top 20 still is Jonathan Militia. Biggest mover from last week to this week is looks like Eric Sable moving 10 spots up from 22nd. He is now up to 12th. And as we move forward for the schedule, as I kind of was making the rounds, again, the Cup Series schedule this week, we have tonight for the Old Smoky Moonshine 250, and the next week we will be in Sonoma at Sonoma Raceway for the Wine Country 100, our first road course of the year, gearing up to be a good one, no pun intended. Give a little quick shout out to the Sprocket Series as well. Season 1 well underway. I think we're a third of the way through the season as of tomorrow night, April 1st, Kansas. I am excited for it. I'll be on track. Looking forward to that event. Again, Merrick Watchhorn, a dominant player in that league. News around the Cup Series is Merrick Watchhorn has withdrawn from participation. And there is a lot of questions as to why, but I'm not going to speculate. That's not my job. You can ask the man yourself. But again, as we head into the pre-race show, less than 60 seconds. A thing to note here, last year's winner was Chris Parkman, who is no longer in Gears. So there will be no repeat winner from 24 to 2025. Another
Tom,
thing
there's new horse boat. There's no new boat buck things.
Oh, yeah, horse bucks. Yeah, if you are out on the stream and use horse bucks, go ahead and use them. We have 4 different options out there now. You can make me drink on the stream. That's what I'm going to do. 500 points will get you right on board with a driver of your choice. 750 is a loose and loud segment. A cool 1,000 is a live interview under caution with the driver of your choice. And 1,500 points is drink time. And again, if I get up to 40 subs tonight, I have another 24-ounce can of Coors that I will shotgun. And it's going to be a messy event here on Casa Horse Boat. So,
fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
know why I agreed to that. I don't know why I agreed to that.
I'm about to create a couple accounts here. How close are we?
Shit. Shit. But again, I do appreciate everybody coming out here tonight, enjoying the follows. Again, up to 31 subs. That's amazing. As we're going to get you down trackside. I need 9.
That's a lot of accounts to make.
Again, tomorrow night, Kansas. Twitch.tv/basepuppy. Be there or be square. Nate Williams on the call. I don't know who he's going to have for a special guest, but he's going to have somebody. And it should be fun. And if I don't qualify, maybe I'll show up. But again, that is at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, only on twitch.tv/basepuppy. Qualifying, again, sponsored by Amon Gerbach. And Andy, I don't know if you want to give a little something about Amon Gerbach as we head into qualifying, but people would probably just love that.
Tonight's Gears Racing League broadcast is powered by Precision in racing and in dentistry. Amon Gerbach, global leaders in dental technology. Their innovative CAD, CAM systems, and 3D printing solutions enable dentists to create precise, natural-looking smiles. Just like our Gears Racing League drivers demand precision on the track, Amon Gerbach delivers precision in dentistry. Efficient, aesthetic.
That is fantastic. Jonathan Militia with a 1480 lap 1, lap 2. What is it going to be? Jonathan Militia slower last one, 1481, good enough for 4th right now. We have just over, I believe, oh wow, almost 50 drivers. So we are going to have definitely a race of shame, I would imagine. But again, Jonathan Militia, good enough for 5th. Right now, Colby Hogan, your points leader, and pole sitter, Ryan Robertson in 2nd. Oh, and that Prilosec OTC 7 machine. I'm excited to see that. Jay Cook bumping now Militia down, 1477. Again, Colby Hogan's time, tough to beat with a 1465. Let's see if we can catch anybody. Didn't mean to catch that, but we're going to move on. Robert Russello Jr., 15-13, lap 1. What is lap 2 going to be? Coming out of turn 4, hard in the paint, across the finish line. And it looks like 15-13 is going to be it. Gary Owen out here in that 87 target again. Gen 6 night. Eric Sable knocking off Colby Hogan with a 14.62. Gary Owen, let's see his first lap. Coming across turn 4. And he is going to pop right up into 9th with a 14.79. See how that second lap is looking. Looks even faster to me. 14.72, cracking the top 5 and 5th. Are you kidding me? Brandon Meyer, a week removed from surgery, is in the hot seat. He was going to come on my show tonight.
Nice.
He's fucking racing right now. This guy just had a hip surgery, and HIPAA policy, whatever. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the guy you introduced me to the other day.
That he had to repair for, like, he needed to
And he's going to race.
And he's fucking
He's like, fuck, he says, fuck this, I'm getting behind the wheel.
I can't believe that. I'm floored, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have a lot to say about that because it takes a lot of balls to do. And I think that's going to be our first interview tonight. Alex Dake says he's got 12,000 points. I'll definitely be purchasing a couple of onboards tonight. Brandon Meyer is racing. I repeat, Brandon Meyer is racing. That is happening. That is real. I hope somebody corrects me and tells me, never mind, he's just a joke. Haha, funny, funny.
I see the name in there. Maybe he just came to turn some hot laps, but we'll see.
I don't think so, man. I mean, maybe he'll go until... I mean, he's a competitor, man. I mean, after hearing what they did and had to do, I would not... This would be the last thing I would be doing. I'll tell you that much. But again, across your screen... Van Drugman on the pole with a 14.61. Eric Sable, 14.62. Colby Hogan, Ryan Thomas, Aiden Showtime Donahue, Gary Owen, Joe Stafford, Ryan Robertson, Connor Rowe, and Jay Cook are our top 10 for the old Smoky 250. Going home tonight, Christian Taylor in the 96. Andrew Allen in the 88. And the 83 of Justin Potts. Couple of surprising names there. Andrew Allen, we haven't seen in a minute, was hoping he cracked the top 40 and get in. Old Cup Series, we had 43 drivers. He would have made it.
Mike DeWalt, just outside the top 10.
Yeah, Mike DeWalt, notable 11th again on that winless streak. Trying to get back into victory lane. Will he do it tonight? That is.
You know, when I was researching this race, I saw he ran really good at several of the past races here. So,
and I mean,
if
we're talking about performance, Mike DeWalt is one of the best gears drivers in the league. You know, up with Van Drugman. You throw Min Hang, he's one of the better guys in the league right now. Just some really solid drivers all across the board. But Mike DeWalt always seems to be up there. Always seems to be up towards the front. And it is very interesting that he hasn't won in such a long time. But I guess that goes to show, Andy, the amount of competition that's here and how sweaty it has gotten in our Cup Series.
So, I mean, how do you think the boys are going to handle Bristol tonight?
Gen 6 cars, they have more horsepower than the next gen cars. So what we're going to deal with tonight, maybe some people with a hot foot, maybe a little lead foot, maybe goes turn 1 into the wall because they're going too hard. Like, I don't know. There's so much that
I mean,
you can
how are they
discuss
going to
with
handle this half-mile track, concrete jungle, 26 to 30-degree bank corners, 130-mile-an-hour average?
I expect to see some glowing disc brakes and some drivers with short tempers. Again, race of shame having to take place. We're going to keep it here above the meandyourmom.com blimp cam. Hang out in the chat. If you guys got anything to say, let's get some tonight's picks. Who is your pick to win tonight's race? Again, with everybody up front, I'm going to say Colby Hogan, man. Colby, hell yeah, brother. Hogan, he's been on top of the standings all season long. He finally got his first win last week, and he's just continuing his dominance that it just only seems to be on the rise here since from the back half of last season into this season.
I think Ryan Robertson is going to take some of that Tropic Thunder, and he's going to pull home a win tonight.
Tropic Thunder, a little bit of Mega Cookies. Again, if you've been playing Schedule 1, that is a fantastic game. I recommend it. Van Drugman is here, and he qualified inside the top 5. Alex Daig says Van Drugman is his pick. Again, while we do the race of shame, let's talk to a few people. I gotta turn this down, turn this up.
Green flag.
It's the race of shame.
Brandon, are you here?
I am here.
Brandon Meyer in the booth with us right now. Brandon, thank you for taking a moment to spend a little bit of your time. Are you racing tonight, dude?
I am going to start in park.
You are fucking nutty, man. I saw you qualifying, and my mouth literally just was wide open. Like, I couldn't believe it. Now, I didn't really go into detail about what happened to you. I don't know if you want to share that with the public, but what they did to you and for you to even be in the driver's seat tonight just blows my mind. But again, give the folks at home a little bit of quick synopsis of what happened.
All right, we'll go from the whole rundown here. August of 23, while pitching in a softball game, I felt a pop in my right hip when I released the pitch. Kind of let it go for a while, figured it would heal itself. Middle of the last year, it really started bothering me, so I went and got it looked at, and they were thinking I did something to my hip, so I had an MRI done, and it showed that I tore my hip labral about a ½ inch, and I had some arthritis on my right socket and ball. So Friday, I went in for which was supposed to be an 1.5 hour surgery, which turned into a 2.5 hour surgery, where they found almost a 2-inch tear, and pretty much had sections and fragments of the top of my femur missing. So they had to take a grinder, grind that shit away. They had to dislocate the right hip to perform the procedure. And here I am. So 3 days after, I'm gonna do a few laps and then park this bitch. All right, we'll talk to you guys.
Yes, sir.
Ryan,
Oh,
you're
I'm
my pick
muted.
tonight.
Thank you for picking that up. You were picked here tonight by Andy, I believe.
Yes.
And again, thank you for
And
telling me I was muted. That's hilarious.
you better bring that Tropic Thunder to the racetrack tonight.
Damn right. Damn right. But Ryan, how are you feeling in this Gen 6 car? It seems to me like you're flying around having a good time.
I like it, man. I think it's going to be a real interesting race. I think once we get going here on a little run, we'll really see the field move around a ton. So I like this track quite a bit. Hopefully we can put on a good show, and thanks for picking me, Trent, and putting all the pressure on me. I appreciate it.
No pressure,
Hey,
bro.
man,
No
hey,
pressure.
man, break out your torpedo bat. You're going to be fine. All right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm hitting a home run, hitting it out of the park, buddy.
That is right. Hit it in that sweet spot. Ryan Robertson, good qualifier. Hopefully see you on the other side.
Thank you.
Again, that was Ryan Robertson, a contributor over on the media side, as well as the owner of Independence Motorsports. And then let's talk to one more person. Do I have time? Ooh, I got 30 seconds. Another in-race reporter here tonight, the 77 of Rob Rossello Jr. How are you feeling tonight going into this one? Sneaking in by the hair of your chinny chin chin.
Oops, sorry, I was muted, buddy.
Taking a shit. That's all right.
Do you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, not too great after the qualifying, but I'm hoping the long run is going to be good. Tire saving is the key, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, that is the key. I mean, you have a good amount of tire sets, but I am hearing that you're going to have to use them wisely. So I wish you the best of luck, and we'll check in with you later.
Thanks, man.
Rob Rossello Jr., again, another person a part of the media. Again, he's our in-race reporter, one of many. But again, tonight, let's talk about it while they get ready to grid. Again, Gen 6 car is here tonight, 250 laps, 5 tire sets, max fuel capacity of 70%. Again, the race day is in sim of today's date with a 12 p.m. session start time, and it is a fixed setup. Now, the track rules, it is single pit road, which means you have to enter pit road on the backstretch and drive through both pit roads, regardless of green or yellow flag conditions. Again, restart zone, all that stuff is standard. Initial start will be on the green flag. This guy's fucking yelling in my ear. Let's do the grid walk here. Again, courtesy of Amon Gerbach. On the front row here tonight, and not ready to go, per usual, is Van Drugman in the 2. Outside of him is going to be the 30 of Eric Sable, newest member of Road Soda Motorsports. Row 2, you have the 10 of Colby Hogan, and the 32 of Ryan Thomas. In row 3, you have Aiden Showtime Donahue, and the 87 of Gary Owen. Joe Stafford in the 75, and the outside of him in row number 4 is going to be the 7 of Ryan Robertson. In row 5, you have the 5 of Connor Rowe, and the 94 of Jay Cook. In row 6, you have the 20 of Mike DeWalt and the 84 of Brad Gutierrez. In row 7, you have the 69 of Jonathan Militia and the 14 of Travis Stroney. In row 8, you have the 28 of Skylar Comstock and the 8 of Keaton Salyers. In row 9, you have the 07 of Joseph S. Enright and the 11 of Min Hang. The 34 of Wes Amick and the 6 of Blake Schneider take up row 10, while row 11 is the 71 of Brandon Meyer and the 43 of Josh Cole. In row, looks like 12, I have the 26 of Fortson Poston and the 97 of Jesse Becker. Austin Dowdy and Devin Lucan take up row 13. Row 14 is going to be the 41 of Chris Bishop and the 35 of Austin Thomas. In row 15, we have the 51 of Floyd Stewart and the 448 of Tristan Acevedo. In row 16, you have the 9 of Jason Harrison and the 38 of Jeremy Eshelman. In row 17, you have the 16 of Nate Pollard and the 33 of Gary Smith. Christian Ruckriegel in the 55 and 91 of Dustin Wells. In row, looks like 18. Row 19, you have Rob Rossello Jr. and the 48 of Chase Kroll. And rounding out the top 40 is going to be the Amon Gerbach-sponsored Stephen Curley Jr. and the 42 of Christopher Pugliese. All right. Getting ready for green flag action. Looks like this might be right away.
That Vitello especially all cars.
Again, a little bit of worry just because short tracks typically haven't worked out.
No manifest bad juju.
No, I was just about to say, but tonight is a new night. We changed the car, so it is the next gen. It's Gen 6. A little bit more power to control, but these cars are sensationally good at short tracks if driven correctly.
Tom, it's time for a shot. I know you got brewskis, but
No problem. Pace car is off. The number 2 Miller Lite Genuine Draft Machine. Van Drugman taking us down. Here we go. Green flag racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Turn 3 and 4. Everybody's going at it. finding out what the wall tastes like in 4. Everybody getting through okay for now. Van Drugman out to an early lead. Ryan Thomas in pursuit behind him, about 2 car lengths back. They're off and running for the old Smoky 250.
Let it go, Tom. Let's go.
In short track racing, short track racing, when done properly, is one of the coolest things in motorsports. And if Gears can get it right tonight, the Gen 6 car will bring us some heart and some grit, some sweet, sweet action, which we all need in our lives. Van Drugman out early, out to the front. Oh man, we got another drink time coming up. Jesus.
Well, I just took a shot. I can't be getting all ham-boned. It's a Monday night. I got work tomorrow.
Well, it's HB drink time. You don't have to drink, bro. Don't put that on yourself, dog. Let's ride on board with Aiden Showtime Donahue. Look at this in-car cam. And another dominant figure in Gears. First full-time season in the 82. Currently running at 15th. Joseph Ed right there, sponsoring one of our upcoming races. Big ABBA fan, if you didn't know. Like a huge ABBA fan. I think he's camped out with ABBA. They sang him acoustic songs. Yeah, he's single, he's by himself, he's just doing his thing. Van Drugman again out to a good lead, about 4 car lengths long. With Ryan Thomas, Eric Sable, Kobe Hogan, and Ryan Robertson, your top 5 is right on board. With R squared, Ryan Robertson, that 7 Prilosec OTCC machine. And I'm going to drink more beer.
They can only buy the drink thing every 20 minutes, apparently.
Oh, we've got a caution. We have a caution. Where is said caution? Let's find out. Don't know what happened here. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the Gears Cup Series instant replay. Powered by Mount Gerbach. All right, what do we see here, boys? What do we see? There we go. I seen it. But who was it? Looks like Jesse Becker and Min Hang getting collected in this one. Get it back to you here real quick because it went real fast. All right. Full time looks like out of turn 4. Just tapped each other and enough to put Becker in the wall. And I think out of the exuberance of caution. Oh, little vendor bender behind him. But again, that is your Gears Cup Series instant replay. It was real quick. Not much to see there as it were.
So
looks
quick
like,
shot.
Looks like Becker is on pit road currently right now. So unfortunate for Jesse. But here we go. And let's see. Militia, he wants to redeem under caution. Don't be abusing this shit tonight here, boys and girls. I still got to try to call a race. Road Soda Motorsports, let's get Jonathan Militia in the house. Jonathan Militia, you cracked the egg here, being our first requested interview of the night via Horseboat Live Chat. Militia, how are you and how are you feeling?
Doing all right. I mean, I'm in the top 10. I can't complain here. My car feels pretty good. I'm just being patient.
And
long race.
Yeah, and that's what you have to be in order to survive here. I'll let you get back to it. Again, 1 lap before we go green flag racing. So we're going to let you go back to it. But again, thank you for joining us so fast.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Again, that is
Doing
Jonathan
the bull
Militia
dance.
from Road Soda Motorsports in the
Feeling it.
69. Again, we'll restart with him as they get ready in the restart zone. Green, green, green. Getting back at it for the old Smoky 250.
Man, Jugman got a jump.
Giant Pee-wee right on board. He wants to ride on board with Austin Thomas. You got it. Austin Thomas riding around in 21st. Let's give you a taste of what he's dealing with. Oh, you see Chase Crawl smacking the wall there in front of him. Oh, man.
Doing the old wall ride thing.
Hopefully you know where the nose of your car, and he puts almost. I mean, he didn't put them, they connected. Mid-hang hits the wall. Good choice here for getting the onboard. This is hot. Beautiful shot here.
That's great.
And everybody looks like Van Drucken, Colby Hogan, Ryan Thomas, Eric Sable, Brad Gutierrez, your top 5 currently to the inside. Goes Austin.
They're driving this track a lot better than last.
Oh yeah, these Gen 6 cars, dude, they drive really well here. And we have another accident. Oh, and the Amon Kerbach sponsored machine of Stephen Curley Jr. getting some TV time as we back that ass up for the Gears Cup Series Instant Replay powered by Amon Gerbach. And it looks like he was just a participant in this, but not the cause. So here we go, back at it here. And it looks like the 448 of Tristan Acevedo. And it looks like Nate Pollard touched tips.
Oop, hit some brakes, and
And it just got buck wild. Looks like Travis Stroney involved in that as well. Jason Harrison right there. Yeah, it looks like Pollard came off the wall, hooked the 448. 448 ate it, but it doesn't look like, oh, door banging with the 14 and the 448. But not a lot of damage there. I believe they're going to be able to get back at it just fine. Again, back out now. Van Drugman, your leader. Lap back looks like Brandon Meyer. He is still out there. Is that? Yeah, that's got to be Brandon Meyer. God, that's got to fucking hurt. I don't care who you are. I don't care what pain meds you're on. Like, that's got to hurt.
it's just, I'm just gonna start and park it.
Start and park my ass.
Right?
I can't hate on it, though. I mean, I really can't.
No, man, he's a beast. Dude's a beast. Can't believe he's even.
The guy's a gamer. The guy shows up and he's like, you know what? I'm going to be out 10 weeks. But he just can't. His competitiveness is like, nah, fam, we are just sim racing. I can turn the feedback down. Maybe he's got some of those butt kicker things. Maybe he turns them off so he doesn't feel it. Could be all of that. I'm kind of glad that drink time has a timer. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie about that. Van Drugman choosing the outside lane as we get back to green flag racing. Again, appreciate all the love here, all the lurking here tonight. Again, Bristol's one of those tracks you never really know, but honestly, it's been good so far. Van Drugman in control. The Geico restart zone powered by MeterBound.com. Old Smoky Moonshine 250. We're back at it. Get some up front racing here now. Gary Owen moving up into third since the restart, doing well for himself. Keeping that 87 clean, crispy. ready to save you some prices at Target. I can't speak English. It's never written. Joe Stafford there battling with his life. The inside, Jonathan Militia. Skylar Comstock trying to make it a three-way. Stafford's like, no thanks. Fortson posted in the Crown Royal on the outside. Mike DeWalt. Is this a Heat 5 lobby? Holy shit. Just like old times here with these old cars. It is Wes Amick right there. Devin Lucan, one eye on the Mets game, one eye on the track. Seems to do well for him right now, running around 17. But in some trouble. Looks like Ryan Robertson right there. Wes Amick, Aiden Donahue up front, above them, in front of them, and Blake Schneider to the inside of Mike DeWalt. Looks like that's for 13.
That high side for sure.
You can rip the high line now.
High end.
You can rip it anywhere on this track, the low line or the high line, but there is pros and cons to whichever one you decide to choose from during the race.
Dan's not doing that. He looks like he's kind of just holding it down low. These other guys I see, they're kind of like swinging it out up towards the high side.
So, Andy, and I don't know if you're aware of this, so I don't want to insult your intelligence, and that's why I'm prefacing it with this.
No, talk to me.
With Bristol, there's, I think, 3, possibly 4 ways you can drive this track. You can take the inside line, you know, work the outside line, or you can do what they call diamonding, doing a diamond motion on the track. Sense. But again, that is at the cost of tire wear. And you can make it work. I'm one of those guys that make it work, but 45 laps in, my tires are shit.
Well, I guess what I was trying to point out was that like Van's just holding his line steady, and these other guys are doing the diamonding thing, and it doesn't really look like they're gaining much position by doing that.
No, I think it's more or less they're searching. They're searching for something.
Looks like Eric's caught up with Van, though. I wonder if Van pulled off a little bit just to maybe try to save some tires for himself.
Caution.
And we've got another caution. Unfortunately, that is going to be something we're going to have to deal with for a minute. And it looks like Enright here, Joseph Enright. I'm not sure if it's just him or anybody else, but let's take a moment to find that out here as we go through the Gears Cup Series Instant Replay powered by MeAndYourMom.com. Go to the Blimp Cam here, see what we can find. I'm going to back that ass up and see what I can see here. Oh, and again, looks like Stephen Gurley now involved in this one. We'll let you make the call. And bring that up. I gotta do more of that. Full time here. Looks like Enright and Gurley. Gurley goes the inside. Enright, I don't know if he didn't see him or if he had more room. But that definitely did not work out for the 07. Let's see if we can get another angle of it.
Another angel.
Here we go. Let's try this. We're going to slow it down. And I think Enright may be done that to himself, but I don't know. I'm just speculating. But again, not a lot of damage there. Enright was able to keep himself from really doing more damage. But it's unfortunate because the 07 now hitting the wall. And that is no bueno. Again, that is your Gears Cup Series Instant Replay. On pit road is Joseph Enright. We'll bring it back in with him right there. Looks like he's going to make it off of there just fine. Bugboo back in. Let's go Storm Motorsports. Let's go 41-97. Jesse Becker. And the 41 of Chris Bishop. Hopefully you are doing well. Bugboo, thank you for joining the program and hanging out. Van Druckmann, Eric Sable, Ryan Thomas, Colby Hogan, Gary Owen, your top 5. Connor Rowe, Brad Gutierrez, Keaton Salyers, Joe Stafford, and Skylar Comstock, your top 10.
Christian Taylor says watching sucks.
Yeah, Christian, I know it, man. I mean, not for me. I mean, people competing out there, not getting in. Looks like they're going to extend it one lap due to people catching up. As we get started on this green flag, we want to get a loose and loud in for our sponsors, Amon Gerbach. Again, anything you're looking for dental prosthetics, machines to make them, AmonGerbach.com is where you need to go. Again, our race sponsor tonight and sponsoring the loose and loud coming up here in just a moment. We'll keep that up there so you guys can see them. Appreciate the sponsorship. This is not the first time they sponsored us for a race. Always happy to see a returning sponsor. That means they put up with my shit, and I love that. I appreciate that a lot.
The one to go.
What?
We're holding one more time.
Delaying it again?
Delaying it again. Not sure what that is. But again, if you're out there in chat world, let's chat it up. Trenoir's watching it as well as I. Always love to interact with the fans lurking for their favorite driver. Again, you know, while they get ready to go, and this is just off the top, I love being able to broadcast on a platform, and I know there's a multitude of them now, but to interact with people and to grow that community. And I know it's been a thing for years now, but it's just awesome to engage with people that are out there that enjoy this content. So appreciate having you. And as always, Gears Cup Series appreciates your participation. Looks like the pace car is going to go off this time. We're going to keep it on drone cam mode, or whatever the hell this is, and get started with the loose and loud with all the noises from the race. Here we go, Van Drugman, and we are back. Green flag racing with the old Smoky Moonshine 250 right here at Bristol Speedway.
There will be a caution. Left, save fuel.
Just for all the viewers at home, we're keeping this loose and loud active for this next restart. We've had a couple of hiccups here with back-to-back cautions. But again, Amon Gerbach needs their sponsorship time, and we're giving it to them, whether you like it or not. So again, redeem those points if you're not used to the horse bucks. Again, check those out. See if you want to get on board with your favorite driver, or you want to do something crazier. You You got 4 more options now to choose from. Again, Loose and Loud and Mon Gerbach staying green here as we go back to green right here for the Old Smoky Moonshine 250 at Bristol.
Green flag.
Coming back in from this Loose and Loud noise. Yeah, that is definitely Mariah Carey. Bringing back into the Mon Gerbach Loose and Loud. Giving you a big old helping of the 7 Prilosec OTC Ford Mustang. Ryan Robertson. We'll see what's going on here up front between Van Brugge and Eric Sable. Eric Sable, again, newest member of Road Soda Motorsports after the 91 of Merrick Watchhorn dropped out. Sable says, let me in on that awesome team. And here he is, repping Road Soda.
Caution's out. Tell us what you got when you get a chance.
That is a bummer. Looks like Joe Stafford involved in that. And that's going to bring out another caution.
You're quiet on the street.
No, I'm not. I just was away from my mic.
That
Calm
happens.
down. It happens. This is not the big leagues. Not Bob Costas. Oh, 5150 _ pair. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Holy moly, hallelujah. Welcome to the stream. Here we go. Looks like Joe Stafford in this one. I don't know exactly how this all went down, but he's in it to win it. Yeah, it looks like 84, Brad Gutierrez, Stafford, Comstock, little menage a trois of love, and then boom, hitting Fortson Poston in the 26, making him feel the pain because we don't have no fast.
A little double
We don't
shot.
have any fast repairs, so that shot had to hurt. And let's take a look again from a different angle. And it looks like, again, getting a good run off that turn, a little too good. Brad Gutierrez really had nowhere to go. Chain reaction with Comstock in the 84. 84 gets loose. Comstock trying to lock it up. Trying his best. And as you can see, the oncoming Crown Royal, unsuspecting of the left-hand turn. He says, good luck, everybody else, and tries to come down off the track, and Fortson's like, no, and is now in the shit with him. That is your Gears Instant Replay, powered by MeandYourMom.com. Get you a live shot of Joe Stafford currently in the pits, getting that damage worked on. Looks like he's going to get his tire changed and get back out there. Van Drugman has literally been out front this entire time, so nothing new to report out front. Brian Thomas now in second, as they are starting to double file to get ready to go back green flag racing. Again, and it'll be a second before they're going to group up and get going. Looks like Van Drugman, Ryan Thomas, Chris Bishop, Aiden Showtime, Donahue, Stephen Jr.,
Negative,
Brandon
they called it
Meyer,
off.
Connor Rowe, Floyd Stewart, Eric Sable, and Keaton Salyers going to be your top 10. Important to note, Keaton Salyers back in the saddle after not being able to make the last couple races. Good to see him back in the fold and doing well. Get you that if that is what you're looking for. Again, fifth caution of the night. Get you that tree Daigle, Alex Dag, whatever the hell your name is. Van Drugman now having control in the restart zone. We're about to get back at it yet again.
Green flag.
Green, green, green. Getting after it here at Bristol.
How's he break out the silver?
That good. Good jump. Oh, let's go down to the digger cam at 4. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Take it all in. Take it all. Again, battle for second right now between Ryan Thomas and Connor Rowe. Connor Rowe infamously brought out the first caution last year's spring race. Lap 0. Figured you'd like that one. Definitely true. And something he's not very proud of, but I like to, give him a hard time. Connor Rowe now in second and trying to pursue Van Drugman for first. Look at this, the 5 car. Both Miller Brewing Company cars touching my heart from the home state of Wisconsin, battling for the lead. Neither one of them are from Wisconsin. I care less about that. got Miller products on there. Connor is putting his nuts into it. All 1 and 3.5.
Ooh, little bump.
Caution, caution.
And we have another
Walk me through
caution.
a lap here, please.
Jonathan Militia Keaton Salyer is making sweet love by the fire. That's going to bring out another caution here. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see. Again, new leader is Connor Rowe. You are right. And I'm sure he's feeling really good about that. Oh, yeah. Keaton Salyer's Jonathan Militia action 100%. Let's get back to the orgy that was Bristol. Here we go. Jonathan Militia outside 69, inside 8. He had to check up at 30 and 32. Salyers just got on him just a little too much. And then 69 went back across his nose. Let's back that up again. That was actually kind of comical. So again, the 69 trying to anticipate the 32 and the 30 in front of him. As we go here, slowing it down a little bit. Little fender bender between the two. Militia trying to go in for the open spot. Little bit of net code. Yeah, I do see a little net code in that. And again, minimal damage on this caution. A big shout out to the guys tonight. They are not wrecking their cars. If anything, they're just creating a little bit of damage. Maybe a little, flat spot of the tires. Maybe need a change of those. But hats off to these guys. Yeah, look at him go back upright one more time. Trying to get straight. And Salyer's just like, nah, you're going around. And that is your Gears Cup Series instant replay. Oh my God, I hate it when this thing does that. So again, you can see 80 laps of 250 complete. We have a long way to go. But these guys have not been doing too bad. Again, 6 cautions. Again, it'll work itself out.
I'd like to work myself out.
Me too. Yeah, you probably should wait, Matt. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, they are league owners. You shouldn't have to point that out. Connor Rowe, your leader, as we get back to green flag action. Eric Sable,
Green flag.
Keaton Salyers, Gary Owen, your top 4. We are back at it.
Let's go, Brayson.
Van Drugman slowly working his way back up. Let's ride on board with him right now. I believe he went in and pitted. Look at that. Trying to make room between Gary Smith and 38 of Jeremy Eshelman. Christian Ruckreeve wants an interview under caution Giant Pee Wee wants a live interview under caution. Christian Ruckreeve next time we'll try to get that. Max V Van 79 says back to the pack, was not ready. Yeah, he's got to hope he survives the track. But Connor Rowe out in front and doing the thing. Rowe, Sable, Owen, Salyers, and Luke in your top 5. You know, I noticed with this short track being at Bristol, it's hard for me to get everything in I want. So I got to do it under green flag, which is all right with me. Again, tomorrow night at Kansas. I think it's Kansas Raceway, Kansas Speedway, whatever. Sprocket Series will be there. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time is when qualifying takes off. Come in a little early. Come visit with Nate, a.k.a. Base Puppy. Gives you all the breakdown from the week before and tees it up for the current race again. No place like home, 150 for the Gears Rocket Series tomorrow night over on twitch.tv/Base Puppy. This battle in the top 5 right now is hot and heavy, with Connor Rowe, Eric Sable, Gary Owen, Keaton Salyers, and Devin Lucan. Biggest mover of the night as it stands right now, up 22 positions from where they began. The 35 of Austin Thomas having a great run here tonight, trying to put himself in victory lane for win number 1 this season. Another honorable mention right in front of him, the 52 Storm bowling equipment. He is up 21 spots from where he began, which was 26th. So good job by both these gentlemen. Grinding and working their way up to the front. Van Drugman in the deuce right there. On the inside of Austin Thomas, 35, giving some 52 a little bit of love. A brotherly shove. Go faster. Again, you see Connor Rowe in that 5 machine. When he gets out of turn 4, you see him kind of the back end slip out just a little bit. He is driving the wheels off that thing. Sable to the inside, going for the lead.
There will be a caution. Left, safe fuel.
And we have another caution. I don't know what the hell happened, but we are about to find out. Here we go. Looks like Gary Smith in the 10 of Colby Hogan. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see on the Gears Cup Series Instant Replay. Powered by Amon Gerbach. Going to give you the blimp cam mode. Get you to see all the angles. Andy, you may want to get that Amon Gerbach spot ready. But here we go. 33 in the bottom of your screen, top of your screen. Colby Hogan, let's break it down. See what happened here. Jockeying for position side by side. Colby and netcode. I'm calling netcode again. That's 2 netcodes. Gary Smith didn't have to alt F4, but apparently he did. See that in full time again, but again, and it looks like it was netcode. Guys can kill me later over that, but I think it was netcode. If you, the viewer at home, sees this, what is your call? I would love to know. Again, we'll go slow so you can understand it. Now, Colby, looks like he had a run, was trying to go maybe to the inside if he had it, but it was already turning before the 33 even hit him. I'm really calling that netcode. That's a racing deal. Unfortunately for Gary, he's like, shit, I'm out of here, and poof, like magic, he's gone. David Blaine, I think they call him the Magic Man, El Diablo. I think it's like a fat chicken or something, I don't know. But that is your Gears Cup Series Instant Replay. And Andy, we've all been there, right?
Brought to you by Amon Gerbach.
It is.
Renowned global company in dental technology, offering cutting-edge CAD, CAM systems, milling machines, 3D printing for dentists, enabling precise, efficient, and aesthetic dental restorations, providing comprehensive training, support, and maintenance services. That's Amon Gerbach, global leaders in dental technology.
That's fantastic. Again, AmonGerbach.com. proud sponsor of the Gears Cup Series. Again, thank you for your support. Again, next week, we will be at Sonoma. And Sonoma is for the Wine Country 100, again, sponsored by Steven Jr. Racing. Same bat time, same bat channel right here on twitch.tv/horseboat to see our first road course of the year. It's going to be hot, but you know what's even hotter? We are going back to Green Flag Racing. Let's go down to the track and bring it to you. Connor Rowe, Eric Sable, your front row. Gary Owen, Van Drugman, row 2. Keaton Salyers, Devin Lucan, row 3. Austin Thomas, Mike DeWalt, row 4. With Skylar Comstock and Aiden Showtime Donahue, row 5. And rounding out your top 10. Giant Pee Wee, I apologize, I missed it. We'll see. It looks like Christian's up to 16th. And if he's not in the Discord call, I can't interview him. It looks like he's here, so that's good in the Turn 1 Tsunamis channel. We'll get him on the next one because I am sure as hell thinking it's going to happen again. Again, you guys are going to have to give me a little grace. I'm trying to do the best I can with what I got. There is the 55 of Christian Ruckriegel right now. We'll talk to him. He's still alive at our next caution.
And we're drinking.
Oh, yeah, and we're drinking. Let's do that. Oh, Van Drugman banging towards the Connor Rowe.
Oh, man.
For the lead. You saw it here. I'm going to bring back my cam one more time. Not something I typically do. We got to bring that back. Better. Cheers, Mike. Connor Rowe holding on for dear life right now. Eric Sable and Van Drugman all up in his grill, B. Looks like somebody pitted, maybe Jeremy Eshelman. No. That was Christian Ruckriegel in pit lane. Drugman slipping, losing time, and it looks like we got another caution.
Make sure you get yourself something
and
to
that
drink
was
there, buddy.
almost Van Drugman and Connor Rowe, but it ended up being Min Hang, and it looks like maybe Rob Rossello. Oh man, let's
That's
back
what
that
I
ass
thought
up.
it was. I thought it was gonna be Drugman as well.
That is nutty. With a capital N. All right, riding high above the
Meyer is still racing in top 20. What the fuck?
That is amazing. Yeah, Min Hang gets a little loose. Wes Amick helps clean out his clock. In the wall he goes, and the 77's like, oh, and he gets airborne. That front end lifts when he hits the 11. Let's ride on board with Rob Rossello. Where the hell is he? Where the hell is this guy? All right, here he is. Let's ride on board. Let's ride on the nose cam. Looks like Colby Hogan right there. And all of a sudden, there's a car, and he's like, oh, shit. Boom. Front end comes up off the ground.
Oop.
And it looks like his night may very well be done. We'll see it one more time in slow-mo. Min Hang, just a sitting duck. Rossello tried to go into the smallest space up top. Ended up paying for it. That left front toe link is dead.
Oh, man.
Got a feel for him. Doing everything he can, trying to do it right. But again, you know, the schools of thought of, should I start in the back? Should I do, you know, should I just stay mid-pack? Should I race up front because I'm fast? All these things you have to take into consideration when you come to a place like Bristol. You know you're going to get 40 cars. It's a lot. But let's interview Christian Ruckriegel before I forget again, because I'm an asshole and I will do that. Christian, you got a copy.
Hello.
Christian, you were by request to come in here and talk to me.
Oh.
Again, in a quick 15 seconds or less, give a quick synopsis of how you're running here tonight.
Well, I'm destroyed now. I was before that last caution, I was cruising through and just got taken out in a corner. Tried holding it up high. Someone rear-ended me, and I made it to pit road. But I'm out of this race now. I'm done.
That is
It was good
unfortunate.
for a while.
That is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, unfortunately, we picked you at the wrong time, but I do hope you have a good night.
Awesome. Well, it was going good until it wasn't. We had a top 20 car, but we're good now. It's fine.
Shit happens when you party naked. I wish you the best of luck next week, Christian. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You are welcome. That is the
Ready.
55
Green flag,
of
green
Christian
flag.
Ruck Riegel as we get set to go back green flag racing here for the Old Smoky Moonshine 250. 3 wide for second. Connor Rowe off and away, trying to put as much distance he can from everybody else, but they are not letting that happen. All right, going to redeem that one. Again, you are welcome for that. But again, we are back racing. Again, over under 10.5 cautions tonight was thrown out there in the Discord. We're on pace to hit it. But I'm hopeful these guys, they've done a good job so far. I can't really bitch too much, man. This hasn't been the worst race I've ever seen, especially with these Gen 6 cars. They are providing a lot of action. A lot of horsepower, but a good time here. A little bit of a throwback night for these guys that they get to experience all through the season. I think we are at 7 or 8 cautions right now. We are about 7 or 8 cautions. Oh, bumping and banging with,
Really?
he looks like Colby Hogan. What were we saying, Andy?
I was saying Connor Rowe is really loose in the ass end right now. You can see him coming off of the turn.
And again, I bet you part of that is
Overtaking
excitement.
him.
Part of that is pure excitement. Understanding that he's up front. Connor is a tough driver. Again, voted one of the toughest to pass. And give you a little breakdown over there. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Van Druckmann is gone. Oh,
Meyer top 10
Michael
with one
Walden,
hit.
Aiden Donahue almost taking each other for a dance. And the man who said he was just going to start and park, bullshit. Number 71 of Brandon Meyer cracking the top 10. Dislocated hip and all, surgically put back together. And now up in the 6th. He must have the money and they must have the technology. Got that bionic hip of Brandon Meyer. Hope your insurance company ain't watching. Brian Robertson in 11th currently. Let's ride on board with HB Media. Big part of the videos and content you see is courtesy of this man and the Prilosec OTC machine of Brian Robertson. Makes me look good. Does a great job for gears. We do appreciate all the contribution. And just over halfway, Van Druckmann is your leader. Connor Rowe in second. Eric Sable in third. Aiden Donahue fourth. Ryan Thomas fifth. And they keep interchanging here for the top 10. We're going to go ahead and get you another Loose and Loud. Sponsored by Amon Gerbach. Bringing you everything you need to become the dental aesthetics.
Caution's out. Not caution's out. Earl, you sure you got your release mark correct coming into pit road?
Bringing you out of the loose and loud here just for a second. Looks like Jeremy Escherman at 38 getting caught up in some McNasty action. Let's see what transpired. Oh, bounced off the wall. Militia helped and Min Hang helped. It was a it's like a takes a village moment to raise a child. And they raised his ass up into the wall. But I digress. Let's go back one more time. You guys make me do too many drink times already. I am feeling great. Here we go again. Off the wall. He bounces. Militia put him back in the wall. I mean, he didn't put him back in the wall. He just bounced off of him and in turn putting him in the wall. Good old 38 Burger. And looks like he is going to be okay. Again, Andy, they're going to take a pit stop now.
Okay.
They get ready to resume action. And through the first half of the race here, yeah, we've had some bumps, but I think that was to be expected. What are your early thoughts of this so far, of this race?
I think even with the cautions that we've had, the racing has been pretty competitive. It's nice to see the names at the front of the pack kind of switch around a few times. Had a few lead changes, even though Van was kind of dominating for a good portion of that. Definitely some pack racing in the back that was really enjoyable to watch. Yeah, like Smoky said in the chat, it's a tough track.
It is.
And you got Alex
Matt,
asking for
this
yellow
guy over
for
here.
the other board.
You can't stop. You got to stop asking for shit. You're killing me right now. Just enjoy the content that's being created. I don't need a director's cut.
Director cut.
Chris
Figure
Bishop
yellow.
for Storm Motorsports out in front now. Biggest mover of the night so far. We'll see if he goes in pits. I don't think he will. Cole might have, I believe he did get the lucky dog.
Hold the one to go. No go.
Oh, and Alex Dake wants another Loose and Loud segment. No, you're not going to get it. We just did it.
We just did that. We ain't doing
"Don't
it
need
again.
that sass." You know it's all love, Matt. I miss you here, man. I got to give you shit from afar. This dude, Andy, this dude's fucking working, and he is watching the race in between what he has to do. And it's truly hats off
Fair
to him.
enough.
Oh, Ace Snyder said, don't sass the GOAT. The GOAT, you know, I'm going to say this. GOAT has been thrown around way too loosely these days.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just getting old, and that's probably part of it. But at the end of the day, GOAT, I don't know, man. Kind of weird. I get it. I know you're with me, even though you're a Yankees fan. I know it. Chris Bishop and Skylar Comstock, row 1. Van Drugman, Aiden Donahue, row 2. Brandon Meyer and Connor Rowe, row 3, as we get back to Green Flag Racing for the Old Smoky Moonshine 250 right here at Bristol.
Let's go.
And Van Drugman trying to reattain that top spot. But Skylar Comstock is going to lead some laps right now, at least a lap. Van Drugman trying to go the inside. If you give him his line, he's going to get you.
Caution.
We have another caution and 52. Luke in the machine, and we got a fender
Kind of
bender.
talk me through what's going on again.
Between Becker, Sable, and Hogan, the 94. Who the hell's that, Jay Cook? Oh my God, and we finally got the weapon. Devin, the weapon Lucan, strikes again. He's gonna hate me for saying that, and I say it in jest. But it looks like a couple different people were involved in this one. Let's go to the MeetYourMom.com blimp cam. Let's review this together, shall we? Looking at the 30 and the 52 right now in the center of your screen. We're going to play it full time to get the breakdown. Looks like Sable checked up. 52 couldn't react in time. Putting the 7 around and on his side nearly. Holy shit. I got it. Oh, my God.
Wow.
He has hit me twice in 2 weeks. Uh-oh. Got some beef. And it looks like the 30 of Eric Sable. Oh, I don't know if he had a checkup or thought he had a. Oh, he's already going to get loose. 52 couldn't have reacted in time, and I think this is a little bit of a racing deal in my opinion. Comes down, almost tags the 32, ends up getting the 87, going back up, hitting the 7 of Ryan Robertson. Ryan Robertson gets a tire underneath that right front fender and makes himself go airborne the right side. And then you're going to see the fender bender coming into frame between Colby Hogan, Jesse Becker, Eric Sable, and the 94 of Jay Cook. And the McDonald's machine spinning randomly. Again, that is your Gears Cup Series instant replay. Here, one last picture before we go back through. But again, that was the main thing. Again, 10 cautions here now, which is unfortunate, but that's what we're dealing with. Oh, new follower here, Ricky Bobby, 6193.
Fuck yeah.
Hopefully you're 18. Thank you for following the channel.
Green flag.
Brutal. We saw it last week. It's anybody's race now, Tom. Mike DeWalt cracking the top 5 currently. Wow, what an unfortunate.
Keaton Salyers out in second right now, doing all he can. Again, started 16th, back up into second, having a good run. Again, Van Drugman out of this race, DQ'd because of a jump start and then failure to serve it. Again, I don't know how long I've been muted, but hopefully you've enjoyed the silence. Again, that blows the race wide open, as the BSAG was mentioning. Again, big shout out Keaton Salyers, 2022 Series champion, now up into second. Wanted to qualify in, he did after not having so much good luck the last couple of weeks. Really making a statement here. Big, long green flag run here. We love it. Inside of 75 laps to go. Here's a battle for fourth place between Ryan Thomas and Skylar Comstock. Doors blown wide open, with the deuce being shown the door here tonight. Blown this race wide open. Andy, are you still alive over there?
No, sir.
No, sir, is that what I heard?
No. I was in a subconscious realm just now. That Sugarland Moonshine hit me good after a long day's work. Sorry.
That is hitting the spot for Andy. He may have to depart early, and again, I don't blame him.
I'm just riding around with Mike Wall, you know.
Racing has been just fine. It is a long one, especially for a Monday night at Bristol.
We got what, like 60 laps to go or something like that?
Yep. Almost done with my 48 ounces to freedom. And again, Aiden Showtime Donahue in first, Keaton Salyer second, Connor Rowe in third, Skylar Comstock in fourth, Ryan Thomas fifth, Mike DeWalt in sixth, Travis Stroney in seventh, Jonathan Militia eighth, Blake Schneider in ninth, and Gary Owen rounding out your top 10. And again, is what we've been looking for here, Andy, is a long green flag run, and I think we got it finally.
Yeah, we did, and you know, the sweet sounds of your voice just lulled me off into a little snooze. But it's just like a baseball, you know, you just take a little.
You're in and out.
It's all good. It's a nap of love. But I am gonna actually bow out, and I hope you boys have a good rest of your race.
Thank you, Trenoir. Again, Andrew Bisag, a.k.a. Trenoir, joining me in the booth. Again, always happy to have you with me. Have a good night.
Oh, Brandon Meyer.
Brandon Meyer again, yeah. This guy inside the top, 12th. He's in 12th right now. Right on board with him. It's got to be a little painful. Again, your Sprocket Series champion of 2024 in the inaugural season before it's officially became a series. Again, we drove next-gen cars for that, and he had a great time. Looks like Chase Crawl hitting the pits in the 48. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am alone in the booth. It is lonely, but it is beautiful. Again, as I mentioned to the Cup Series drivers before I got into the race tonight, that patience was one of the biggest things to look out for tonight. You know, you have to be cognizant of other drivers. Again, the horsepower that the Gen 6 cars create, paired with your patience, can make an evil brew. But again, if you are the right type of sportsman, this could be a recipe for success. And again, right now, Aiden Donahue, Skylar Comstock, Connor Rowe, Keaton Salyers, and Ryan Thomas doing just that. But I look at the man in the DeWalt Flexible Toyota Camry. I think at the end of the day, I already heard you, Nate. I hear your mechanical keyboard. You can just hop right in. I don't give a shit. What is up?
Didn't want to interrupt you there.
No, bring it in. But
yeah, I heard you were alone, so figured I'd hop in here and see if you needed some help. You never need it.
Hey, man, I don't need it, but I love it. I appreciate it, especially with you, Nate. You coming on board to do the Sprocket Series, which I think it's safe to say most admin that were a part of that when you spoke up were a little surprised, but you really fit into that mold. You've done a good job with it over on Tuesday nights. Thank you for joining me here on the broadcast.
Yeah, of course, not a problem, man. So just kind of recapping this race so far is just chaos because it's a short track. Not a lot of people have a lot of experience in this car because we're switching to Gen 6 and short tracks to just try to help with these bad races that we've had last year. Here, I don't know if it's helped or not because some people are still driving a little over their heads, but just a crazy amount of incidents. We've had quite a few people already get DQ'd from hitting that incident limit. There's a lot of people really threading it right now. Of course, Van Drummond got DQ'd for a failure to serve a black flag. That's something we're going to have to go look at because that seemed to be just a problem in general. But just a lot of mistakes happening, a lot of people just getting into each other, and just chaos on track. But right now we're in the middle of a green flag run, which is nice to see.
I can't hate too much though, Nate. I've seen worse races. Can't hate. I really, and from my point of view, I think this is what was expected for a race like this. And they're really doing a decent job. I think now that, whoa, we got some action. Josh Cole, Keaton Salyers, Ryan Thomas. But so far, these guys have done a decent job, and not too many cars damaging themselves to the point where they're out of the race. They're able to fix it. May not be 100%, but again, not so much the cataclysmic damage that we've seen in past races today.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely had worse races, and obviously the cream will rise to the top, you know, that good old saying. But just a little update, Ryan Thomas battling with Josh Cole there got Ryan Thomas over the incident limit, so he has been DQ'd from incident points. So he is no longer on track.
So that's why you saw him disappear live on screen. I was about to bring that up and thought it was a big leg spike. Nate Williams with the breaking news saying, fuck you, you were gone, DQ'd. That's enough. Apparently I dropped the F-bomb when I've had too many Coors Light. Christian Taylor says, don't be sad. Biggest issue is patience and partially respect. I think it's a mixture of patience and respect. I think there is some, especially between some of the guys who know each other, there may be a little bit of animosity, or they've learned how the other person drives and they don't really care for it. Some, I think, are going to look back on this race and really take into account the net code. I've seen 2 or 3 different accidents happen tonight here, Nate, where net code was a big catalyst in that happening, in that accident again.
Yeah, there were definitely a few net codes, and there were quite a few incidents where it's a small track and they're both coming off the corner, kind of position themselves where they want to be, and just they get together because it's Bristol. And that's just part of it. But in general, I have to agree with the patience things. Like, you can just sit there and run for a little while. It's a long race. You can hang out. But on the incident point side, out of our top 5, 3 of them have 20 or more incidents. In our top 10, it's like 6 out of them have 20 or more. So there are quite a few people threading that line right now. So
again, look at this. Sorry to interrupt you, Nate. We got a battle for second. Mike DeWalt decided to put on his blue suede shoes and go for a little dancing as he's to the inside of former teammate Rocket Racing last year, Connor Rowe, side by side for second place. Mike with that 20, DeWalt Toyota Camry trying desperately to take over second, going to fall back in line.
Yeah, and this is where that patience is going to pay off. You just kind of hang out right there, wait for Connor to make a mistake, and you can try to capitalize on it. Because I got to say, tires have to be getting old for these people now. It's been a long run. I don't know when the last time they actually pit was. So there's got to be a lot of people battling for that. And there's been a couple of pit stops here or there with people trying to just fuel up, get fresh tires for the last run of this race.
See Josh Cole down pit lane right now. But again, I think pit stops are starting to take place, or will be in the next 10 laps or so. Something to look out for. Good shout out there, Nate.
Yeah, and Alex in the chat saying Connor is so brutal to pass. I mean, sometimes you just got to channel that inner Ryan Newman. Get your elbows out. As you see Mike going to the inside, it looks like he's going to make it work around this lap down car here. It's Brad Gutierrez. Oh, Connor hits with the switchback.
Gonna turn you up on my mixer here, but yeah, Brad Gutierrez hit the
wall.
No! Bender with Mike DeWalt. Holy shit. Ricky Bobby said, let's go shake and bake, baby, rock and roll.
And that's one of the main problems here at Bristol is once people get lapped down and this field is so mixed up, speed differences are major as you try to make your way through the field.
Yeah.
And you get incidents like that where someone's just going so much slower than you, and you just can't manage to get around them quickly.
It's tough. It's a tough balance to strike at Bristol because you never know. You never know. Like there was an accident where Sable checked up and Keaton or somebody behind him didn't anticipate for that. He couldn't anticipate for that. Lucan,
yeah, that was Luke, and that was amazing. And I got to say, a lot of people are getting a lot of hate in the in-race chat for stuff that they weren't really at fault for. But if they have a history, people are just going to start blaming them. So I think some are going to be built out of this race. We might see some of that come back in the future.
Well, I mean, you know, it's the old saying of shoot first, ask questions later type philosophy. And something that I think as sportsmen, you really have to try to separate yourself from. Especially if you've been in this league a few years. You kind of know how people race. A lot of these guys, you may have a rivalry with a couple guys or whatever, but mostly everybody's pretty respectful. But I think tonight at Bristol, tempers have flared, patience has strained, and you're not getting the same person you normally get on any other Monday night.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. And just a little incident update. Connor Rowe is sitting at 30 incident points right now. So anything else, he taps the wall, he's going to get DQ'd here as he runs currently in second place. So he needs to be really clean for the next, 26 laps now?
26 and counting. You are correct. Connor Rowe teetering on the DQ line. And again, oh man, it's getting a little hairy.
Oh, man.
Connor Rowe, getting
And
bumped
Connor
by
Rowe
Amick,
got
and he's
disappeared.
gone.
Wes Amick also got disqualified from incident points on that one. So that
Holy
was a
shit.
double-edged sword on that one. Mike DeWalt inherits second place.
Mike DeWalt with a disappearance. David Blaine, David Copperfield, mixed act right now, has inherited second place again, DQ'd at the blink of an eye. Aiden Donahue, Mike DeWalt, Skylar Comstock, Keaton Salyers, Gary Owen, your top 5. Jonathan Militia, Travis Stroney, Jay Cook, Blake Schneider, and Colby Hogan, your points leader, cracking the top 10.
And I just got to call out here. I've just been seeing him run a little bit. He just called out he was pitting, but Brandon Meyer has been chilling around the top 10, top 15 all night, right after a hip surgery, which is just insane.
We were talking about that on the show because I realized he was qualifying, so I brought him in the booth because he was going to join us tonight for a segment. And apparently he decided to race. And he told me in the interview that he was just going to start and park. Yeah, bullshit. We got 22 laps to go.
It's like he sees you running this whole thing, which that makes me excited to see if he'll show up tomorrow or if he'll start feeling this one tomorrow and then maybe the painkillers will start to wear off.
Yeah, I know.
See if he can compete tomorrow at Kansas in the Sprocket Series. But
that is fucking
I mean, from the initial like, hey, I'm going to be gone for 3 months or it'll be a couple of weeks to now just he's running within a week after his surgery.
Days.
This is insane.
7 days. It blows my mind. 7 days. Aiden Donahue, speaking of 7 days, he's about 7 days ahead of Mike DeWalt. 7 seconds, I should say, almost to 8. Aiden Donahue's race to lose would be a repeat winner this season if that falls with 19 laps to go. Again, Mike DeWalt, always the bridesmaid, never the bride in terms of championships, and wins right now, again on a winless streak. Currently trying to get through lap traffic to catch Aiden Donahue. Going to be a tall, tall task unless there's a late caution. Gary Owen, go ahead.
Yep, Gary Owen and Skylar Comstock right now are battling back and forth for that third place spot. And they have Keaton right behind them. And Matt's asking, Aiden Donahue's incident count is 8, Matt. So he is pretty safe right now.
Donahue has no troubles. Owen to the inside of the 6 of Blake Schneider. And I got to say, the second half of the race has been fantastic. Hats off to the Gears Cup Series driver.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like after the first initial chaos, just caution fest, seems like really cleaned out a lot of the people who didn't really have a grip of the car here and didn't have a hold of what they were doing. So, you know, once everything got cleaned up and we got these green flag runs going, it looks like we're going to be pretty good here.
15 laps to go. Aiden Donahue, Mike DeWalt, Gary Owen, Skylar Comstock, Keaton Salyers, your top 5. Jonathan Militia, Travis Stroney, Jay Cook, Blake Schneider, and Colby Hogan rounding out your top 10. Again, 8 seconds separates first and second. 2 seconds, almost 3 seconds separates second from third.
Yeah, and 6 out of your top 10 have 20 or more incident points. The most concerning is Keaton Salyers sitting at 24 right now, as he makes a pass on Skylar Comstock there. A little bit of a battle right there with some lap down cars on fresh tires.
Pringles, you are right about that. I definitely agree. But at the same time, that's what it took to get there. So, I mean, it is what it is. We are here. People need to learn how to drive. I agree with that as far as practice. Again, but you can only practice by yourself and learn so much. You have to practice around people that you have to do a little bit of extra homework at tracks like this to better understand what you're dealing with in the car you're dealing with heading into that race. So again, that falls a lot on the driver. And again, the onus is on the driver to put on a good show, right? To put on a good product, to make sure that they can run with people. And if driver skill is an issue, then they need to read the road. Simply as that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And that's, I have been encouraged by, I've been seeing a lot of people are doing solo practices. A lot of people are doing AI races to try to get used to running around people. And we have quite a few guys setting up 5-6 hour practice sessions for the league to hop in and just try to get experience around people that have been going on pretty regularly. So that's really good to see that our drivers are wanting to improve and wanting to offer those opportunities for other drivers to hope for better races. But at some point, there's just not a lot you can do if people don't want to just calm down and, you know, figure out how to drive these cars and, you know, run it smooth.
Yeah, and again, and Nate, I know you and I were both VPs in our respective positions in this league, in this series, and how we operate. Again, the statement of encouragement, I would agree with you 100% on, and it's the community that we're trying to build ultimately. We We don't want drivers who are sitting
Absolutely.
there trying to hold their ego above everything else. We want to make sure the racecraft is good. We want drivers that are working together in cohesion to get better. And if they're not getting better, they need to ask somebody. They need to get a buddy system, lean on somebody else who has a little bit more knowledge, and learn. This is not a series where we're going to cut your throat every time you make a mistake. The rule book will do it by itself. But at the end of the day, the people is what make this league count and what matters, and that is what we hold important above all else. Besides the racecraft, you have to have
absolutely,
good racecraft.
yeah. When we're vetting drivers, we don't care about their speed. We care about the cleanliness and racecraft. If they can run solid, I don't care how fast you are as long as you're smooth doing it. So that's kind of our big thing. And I do have to say there's been really good precedents in our recent seasons that guys who start out being pretty slow and usually qualify in the back or will miss some of the races, they will be in practice sessions with guys who are constantly running top 5s, top 10s, and they'll ask them questions and they'll go back and forth, and you'll see them start to improve. And there's been a couple examples of that, and unfortunately the biggest one, Robert Fitzpatrick, he unfortunately couldn't race this year because of our night change. He was only available on Fridays, but he went from a 30th place car to constantly getting top 20s just by learning in practice and asking other drivers and improving his craft that way, which is really great to see. And there's a couple of guys who are starting to do that now, and I think that's probably the biggest thing that I would love to see more of, is drivers who are usually slow actually learn from these fast guys, because we have quite a few guys who are absolutely crazy fast and good at what they do, and they have a lot of knowledge to impart to these guys who don't have a lot of experience or don't have a lot of speed in general. And so I would hope to see more of that.
As we come to the white flag, Aiden Donahue's race to lose. Donahue, DeWalt, Owen, and Salyers. Militia, your top 5. Skylar Comstock, Travis Stoney, Jay Cook, Colby Hogan, and Blake Snyder rounding out your top 10. Going, looks like through turns 3 and 4, the old Smoky Moonshine 250 winner, the 82, the TH Design Chevrolet Camaro. Aiden Showtime Donahue, win number 2 in the Gears Cup Series this season.
And I think he put just about everybody but I think the top 4 a lap down on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just an insane performance from him. I gotta just give him nothing but praise on that one.
Again, going across your screen is your finishing results here tonight. Again, unofficially speaking. But again, Aiden Showtime Donahue, Mike DeWalt, Gary Owen, Keaton Salyers, Jonathan Militia, Skylar Comstock, Travis Stroney, Jake Cook, Colby Hogan, and Blake Schneider rounding out your top 10. The Gears Cup Series post-race show up next. Grab a beverage, get ready. We'll bring that to you in just a moment. All right, bringing it back in here now for the Gears Cup Series post-race show. Again, I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. the Horse Boat, calling on the action as we see fit here tonight. Wrapping up tonight here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Old Smoky 250. I have the third-place finisher here tonight, Gary Owen. Gary, thank you so much for giving us a piece of your mind and a piece of your time. Gary, finishing third tonight, had a great run. You were up front near all the night in that 87 Target Chevrolet Camaro. Give us a little synopsis, 30 seconds or less, on how your night ran.
Oh yeah, we ran good. Qualified 6. I I damaged the steering a little bit, like halfway through. So we dropped back to 12th, and then that final run, I had a good feeling we were gonna go green, and I saw the way guys were racing. They were just destroying their tires. So I figured, put it on the bottom, let them use it up, and sure enough, it went green, and I breezed by everybody and got back up to 3rd there. So we got the finish we deserved, and yeah, I mean, all worked out. Great points day, back-to-back podium, so really couldn't ask for much more.
Well, Gary, it seems like we've talked to you a little bit here more and more as we go through the season. Again, congratulations on a top 3 finish. Anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my dad's watching the broadcast as usual, and my stream chat as well, the YouTube, the Going crew. I mean, they're awesome.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, again, congratulations on a 3rd place finish. Hopefully we'll see you next week at Sonoma for the Wine Country 100.
I love road racing, so I am very excited for that.
Hell yeah, we look forward to have you again. Gary, have a good week. We'll see you next Monday night.
You too. See you guys then. Thank you.
You are welcome. Gary Owen in the 87 Target Machine finishing in 3rd here tonight, having a good run. And speaking of a good run, the 20 of Mike DeWalt in the booth. Thank you so much for joining us, being promptly in the broadcast waiting room as the race ended again. 2nd place. Didn't get your win, but dude, you had a hell of a night tonight. Give us a little synopsis of that in 30 seconds or less.
Yeah, definitely a good run. Another P2. I'm becoming kind of like that Sheldon Creed of gears, so I'll take it though. P2. I mean, it's going to get you to the playoffs. Obviously, there's enough of these runs, but the DeWalt Flex Volt Toyota Camry was pretty fast, especially on the long run there. I never know what I'm doing with this tire saving, but apparently it was working. This time around, I was kind of just following suit with some of the guys that knew what they were doing, especially early in the run with saving tire on the bottom, but at the same time I was running a lot at the top too, so it was just kind of a feel it out kind of race, just trying to stay out of trouble. Definitely got some green flag in there, so that was definitely great to see. But congrats to Aiden, another win for him, especially on the concrete again.
Yeah.
So but overall just a great run, and my teammate got top 5 as well.
That is fantastic. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Shout out to my new teammate, Eric Sable, in the 30 car. He had a rough incident there. Someone got into the back of him. But he was also up there top 5 speed all day. So congrats to him for the speed, I guess. But I mean, welcome him to our team. This is the first race we had him. So good run for the team.
Well, that is fantastic. Mike, as always, a pleasure to speak with you. Hopefully we'll get you in victory lane here someday. But again, 2nd place can't bitch too much about that here at Bristol for sure.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Again, Mike DeWalt in the 20 machine bringing it home in 2nd. But here is the moment you've been waiting for, the man you've been waiting to hear from. Again, your winner this week, Aiden Showtime Donahue again. Back-to-back, I believe, winners here from Dover last week and now this week. Talking, I believe, live in Victory Lane. Hell yeah, first Victory Lane for the Gears Cup Series. Aiden, how are you feeling after tonight's run?
Well, I didn't do well at Nashville, but that was last week. But
2 weeks ago. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good, man. You're good. I learned my lesson. I'm in victory lane still, so you guys can see me. But dude, the beginning of this race, I swear I was gonna finish like 10th because you run 5 laps yellow, you run 15 laps yellow, you run this yellow, and then it just ran green to the end. And I'm not sure what happened on my restart with Van and Skyler, but I think he got the same penalty he did at Dover. And they ended up leaving, but that sucks for him. He was really fast and 100% dominant, but it just opened up for me to take the lead, and I was able to just drive away from everybody else. And I knew as long as it stayed green, just keep running the bottom. It was sketchy with them lap cars, but we did it. 2 wins this season. I did not expect to have, honestly, I didn't have, my goal was to win, but not to have 2 this early. This is awesome, especially now we just got to put consistent finishes together. Me and this TH Designs Camaro, we got to really get going here. Other than we either win or we wreck. So.
Well, it seems like the last few weeks have treated you kindly. 2 wins in the last 3 weeks. I'd say that's a pretty good time for the 82 machine. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Of course, always first and foremost, my fiance. We're getting married soon.
Oh shit.
Love her to death. Yeah, July 19th is our day.
Right.
Yeah. Also, got to give a huge shout out to everyone in the Showtime stream chat. We did the Showtime slide again. I had to wait a couple laps, but we did the slide. That's the most important part. Huge thanks to everyone on FLM, Fast Living Motorsports, for giving me this opportunity. And yeah, it's Bristol, baby. We won. That's the best part about it.
Bristol is a place where dreams can come true and nightmares can be born. For you, a dream come true. Winner of the Old Smoky Moonshine 250. Win number 2 in the Gears Cup Series out of the 5 races we've done. Congratulations, and we'll see you next week at Sonoma Racing.
Thank you, sir.
You are
Thank
welcome.
you.
And again, that's going to wrap it up for me here from Bristol. Again, next week, as I was trying to tee up, we are going to be live again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, right here on twitch.tv/horseboat. Again, tomorrow night, as always, Nate Williams, twitch.tv/base puppy. We will be at Kansas for the No Place Like Home 150. Again, twitch.tv/base puppy. Go give him a follow and tune in. I will be on the track as well as others, and we are looking forward to a wonderful, wonderful time. But I digress. As far as it goes, that is it. Again, next week we will be at Sonoma for the Wine Country 100, again sponsored by Steven Jr. Racing. We appreciate all the love and support that they give us for that. And again, big shout out to Amon Gerbach here tonight for sponsoring the Old Smoky Moonshine 250. Always love to have a returning sponsor, and we hope to deal with you again in the future. Again, for Trenoir, aka Andrew Bisag, myself, Tom Torrey, aka The Horseboat, wishing you a wonderful week, and we'll see you back here for next Monday night, right here at Bristol Motor Speedway, or Sonoma Raceway, for the Wine Country 100, right here on twitch.tv.